Let's now talk about the lymph. Lymph is a mobile connective tissue comprising lymph plasma and lymph corpuscles or the lymph cells. So two things are there in lymph, namely the lymph plasma and lymph corpuscles. Lymph plasma is the liquid part, whereas the corpuscles are mainly the white blood cells present in lymph. It is similar to that of blood but has fewer blood proteins. So blood proteins are not abundant in the lymph. They're present in much reduced concentration. Less calcium. Yes, we have to understand this. Calcium is important for blood clotting mechanism. Lymph clots, but the clotting process is very slow and not efficient. So there is no requirement of calcium as such. For this, lymph has reduced concentration of Ca2 plus ions also. Apart from that, phosphorus is also very less and glucose concentration is considerably high. Why so? Because there are many areas in the body, the interstitial spaces, where blood is not able to reach. To those areas, lymph goes and transports the necessary substances. Glucose is important for energy production by aerobic respiration in the metabolically active tissues. So the lymph has to be enriched in glucose molecules. For us, these glucose molecules which are present in lymph can be supplied to the adjacent cells which are metabolically active, and now they can continue to perform their characteristic activity. For us, continuous energy supply is available by substrate glucose. Mainly, the globulin proteins are present, which are actually antibodies. We know the immunoglobulins, which are easy to remember by the short form GAMD, GAMDE. You just have to put immunoglobulin before. So IgG, IgA, IgM, IgT and IgE. These are the immunoglobulins, or in other words, these are only the antibodies which are important for destruction of germs which might have come in contact of our circulatory system. If they are not destroyed, they will multiply very rapidly and they can cause serious trouble in our healthy survival. Other component of the lymph plasma are very much like that of blood plasma. So calcium, phosphorus, these things are less, glucose is considerably more, proteins are not as much as that of blood, red blood cells are absent. These are the significant differences between the blood and the lymph, which are both liquid connective tissues of our body. So the inorganic, organic substances, water, these are moreover similar in concentration or volume in case of blood and lymph. These are floating amoeboid cells, the leukocytes, which are the white blood corpuscles, which are mostly the lymphocytes. And where are they present? Definitely in the lymph. That is a fluid connective tissue of our body. The erythrocytes, which are the blood corpuscle, and platelets are absent in lymph. Lymph acts as a middleman. Please remember this. In exam, many times they ask you, what is the middleman of body? Options are given. You have to select the lymph, which transports oxygen, the food materials, hormones, etc. to the body cells and brings carbon dioxide and other metabolic wastes from the body cells to blood, and then finally pours the same into venous system. So yes, lymphatic system is very important for us. The barrier or the gap between the metabolically active cells and blood is going to be joined by help of our circulatory system which is going to be made up of the lymph and lymph vessels. Let us now continue to talk about the lymph. Lymph destroys the invading microorganisms and foreign particles in the lymph nodes. So definitely it has significant role to help us in fighting with disease causing germs and also for our healthy survival